How to redirect print output to a file. I want to redirect the print to a text file using Python. I have a for loop, which will print the output for each of my BAM file while I want to redirect all output to one file. So I tried to put at the beginning of my script. However, I get nothing in the text file. My script is So what's the problem? Any other way besides this sys.stout? I need my result look like.
The most obvious way to do this would be to print to a file object. However, redirecting stout also works for me. It is probably fine for a one-off script such as this. Since Python 3.4, there's a simple context manager available to do this in the standard library. Redirecting externally from the shell itself is another option, and often preferable. Other questions? What is the first file name in your script? I don't see it initialized. My first guess is that glob doesn't find any BAM files, and therefore the for loop doesn't run. Check that the folder exists, and print out BAM files in your script. Also, use os.path.join and os.path.basename to manipulate paths and file names.
You can redirect print with a file argument. In Python 2 there was the operator instead. In most cases, you're better off just writing to the file normally. Or, if you have several items you want to write with spaces between, like print.
Python 2 or Python 3 API reference. Print objects, sep equals comma end equals backslash n. File equals sys.stout, flush equals false. The file argument must be an object with a write string method. If it is not present or none, sys.stout will be used. Since printed arguments are converted to text strings, print cannot be used with binary mode file objects. For these, use file.write instead. Since file object normally contains write method, all you need to do is to pass a file object into its argument. Write/overwrite to file. Write/append to file.
Don't use print, use logging. You can change sys.stout to point to a file, but this is a pretty clunky and inflexible way to handle this problem. Instead of using print, use the logging module. With logging, you can print just like you would to stout, or you can also write the output to a file. You can even use the different message levels: critical, error, warning, info, debug, to, for example, only print major issues to the console, but still log minor code actions to a file. A simple example. Import logging, get the logger, and set the processing level. if you want to print a stout. If you want to also write to a file, if you only want to write to a file, skip the last section. Then, wherever you would use print, use one of the logger methods. To learn more about using more advanced logging features, read the excellent logging tutorial in the Python docs.
If you want to see more, please consider subscribing.